I've researched our family trees for about 13 years now. I'll be working on one person's life and get sidetracked by another. We have a lot of interesting people in our family trees. So I'm going to do a lot of short videos, whether they're 3 minutes long, 10 minutes long, or longer than that. That way I can cover more of our relatives, some close, some distant. The following is about a group of people who met at Grandma's house. I was looking in the research in the Uher book, and I don't remember why, but I came across this article from March 1st, 1941, and it's about Grandma's party. It says, Mrs. Steve Uher entertained a number of friends at her home Tuesday evening. Bunco and Pinochle furnished entertainment, and there were winners, but then among those that were present, and the ones that I know the names of, and a little bit of history, is, well, 3, Mrs. Paul Sikora, Mrs. Paul Barish, and Mrs. John Kerish. And I could start with Mrs. Kerish. When I was a little kid, I remember going to Grandma's house to spend a couple weeks every summer, and I remember Mrs. Kerish, and she was scary by then because it was decades after she was at this party. But anyway, I have a picture here of her gravestone. So Mrs. Kerish was at the party, and she was also at other events with the family that I've seen in different articles. The next one is Mrs. Paul Barish. Well, I knew a Mrs. Barish, and her name was Mary, but this is Paul's first wife, and her name was Anna. So he was still married to her, and so later on he married Grandma's first cousin. Now we're going to go to Mrs. Paul Sikora. Her name is Anna Casarda, and she was my grandmother's aunt. I found this passenger manifest list from the SS LA or SS La Lorraine. It shows that Anna Sikora came with 5 children, and she came alone. It says her relative back in Kerestur, which here it says Renister, but they meant Kerestur, was Joseph Sikora. Anyway, and then you go to the very next, or this is one page of the list, and it opened up. So on the next page, it shows that it says here, whether going to join a relative or a friend, you put them down there and their address. And so she put down Paul Sikora, and he's her husband, in Livingston, Illinois. So that was her destination. I love old census records. This one has Paul Sikora with his wife Anna and 2 children, and it shows the children, let's see, Anna and the husband, Paul, were born, it says, in Czechoslovakia, and it says they speak Magyar, which I looked up, and that's Hungarian. And then we have their daughter. She was born in Illinois, and then another daughter was born, it says, Czechoslovakia, and then their one son born in Illinois. And this is one on Mission Street. I believe it's in St. Louis. This is during the Depression when they all moved to Soulard. And if you look up 2 doors, there's Steve Uher, which is my grandpa and my grandma Johanna. And there's daughter Anna and my mother Johanna and her sister Margie. And then right below them, so between the 2, I take it these are kind of like apartments. It's Stephen, Jacko, and Mary with their sons Stephen. And that is Paul Sikora's and Anna Sikora's daughter, Mary. It was just amazing to me that Grandma had such a small house, but I guess the walls stretched out for friends. She was a good entertainer and just an all-around nice person.